Been to the flea market again, haven't you? Man, remind me to stay away from that flea market. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shannon here, and like to welcome you to another episode of Back to the Cardboard. I was able to make it out to the local flea market, or Peddlers Mall, I guess you could call it. And with the holidays and everything, it's just been kind of busy on Fridays. Friday's about the best time for me to go. It's when everything is restocked for the weekend and all. But I'd like to go over some of my finds with you real quick. Nothing too crazy, but some pretty neat cards nonetheless. First one, I was able to pick this up for $1. It's a Johnny Gomes autograph card, 2011 Topps Lineage, 52 style. I guess you can kind of see there. Old Johnny here kind of bounced around from team to team a few years. He was with the Devil Rays and the Reds, the Nationals, Athletics, Red Sox, back to the Athletics, Braves, Kansas City Royals, went to Japan and played for a little bit. Finally ended up in the minor leagues with the Arizona Diamondbacks, some of their affiliates. And he's the outfield base running coordinator, whatever that job entails. Next, for $1, picked up a Dell Murphy 2004 Don Ross Classic. This card is numbered 1732 out of 1999 there. Dell has always been one of my heroes growing up playing baseball and watching baseball on TV. It tried to emulate him on the field. I fell way short, of course. But I remember May of '92, I went and seen a game the Reds play. And at this time, old Dell was with the Phillies, and I knew it was getting close to the end of his career, and I wanted to see him play. That game, Clifford Brantley was pitching Tim Belcher, and I remember pitching against Tim Belcher with the Reds. I remember it well because Tim blasted a 2-out homer deep to left field. But Murphy didn't start that game. I drove all the way to Cincinnati to watch Dell play, and Murph never made it on the field. Well, I take that back. He made it to the on-deck circle, top of the ninth. The Reds were up 6-5, and I can't remember who was hitting in front of him. I think John Kruk, but whoever's hitting in front of him lined out to short or third base, somewhere to the left infield, and Murphy never made it to the plate. So I did get to see him in the on-deck circle, though, so that was the highlight of my trip. Next up, I got a 77 Topps World Series. Of course, this one's of the Reds. You know as well as I do, the 76, the Reds won the series that year, beating the Yankees in 4 games. The man there on the right bench had a heck of a series. Had 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, batted over 500, 4 runs scored. And there's the stats for the series that year, the 76 series that the Reds took from the Yankees. Got that for $1. And as I was thumbing through those, I found the 82 Morgan here. I thought that was a good compliment to that card. I don't have an 82 Morgan for the PC, so got that. Also found for $1 a 81 Rickey Henderson. It's in really good shape. Always liked the 81s, although the photography wasn't the greatest in the world, but it was something different than Topps. So the 81 Henderson, didn't have that card. Then I picked this up. This was a little more, I think this was $1.99, $2. That's the Willie McCovey Deckle Edge. You can see there, it's got the blue autograph. This is from the 69, insert in the 69 top set. A Deckle Edge was meant to mimic I guess, photographs of the day or die cut. But you can see there, this one's not too bad. It's pretty lined up, but you're gonna find they're good, well-centered copies are kind of hard to come by. But these were inserted in with the 69 wax packs, I think, along with stickers as well. But that's the 69 Topps Deckle Edge Willie McCovey. Then as I was looking through the case, I ran across this card. And it's a 48 Dell, it's a magazine cutout of George Sisler. Now, of course, this is the FGS. I don't know this company that well, but the Dell magazine, or Dell Publishing Company, started in 1921 by a guy named George Delacorte Jr. Now, they were the largest publishing company. Dell Publishing Company was in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And you might have heard of them. 29 through 74, I think it was. They produced comic books. So, but they also had different things like spy novels and detective stories and romance books of the day. That day and age were called smoochies. So I thought that was kind of funny. But this is of George Sisler. Old George here is first baseman for the St. Louis Browns. 340 career lifetime hitter, and was elected into the Hall in 1939. But what's pretty cool about this is the back. If you look there to the left, I'm not sure exactly who that is on the right, but everybody recognizes that face on the left. That's George Herman Ruth, Babe Ruth. Now, I know George made it to August of that year before he succumbed to throat cancer. So I thought that was pretty cool. He had George Sisler on the front and the Babe on the back, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, and all those nicknames. George Sisler's a really cool character in the annals of baseball. You get to studying him and looking up some of his stats and some of the things that he's famous for. One of them, and I thought was pretty cool, is kind of a tie to the modern age. He was scouting for Pittsburgh back in '61. Of course, they had a young gentleman on the team there by the name of Roberto Clemente. And old George here suggested to Roberto that he use a heavier bat. And just so happens, contributed to the bat or what, I don't know. But Roberto won the batting title that year. So coincidence, who knows. But this is the George Sisler 1948 Dell magazine cutout with the Babe on the back. Thought I wasn't going to get it until I flipped it over and seen the Babe on the back. And this is like $3, $4, something like that, $3.99. And so I ended up buying it anyway. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's all I got, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following me. Thanks for watching this video out to the end. And till next time, God bless you. God bless America. And hey, remember our troops, the ones deployed over there in Iraq right now. Things are starting to heat up over there. So let's keep them in our prayers. Until next time, peace.